Welcome to Teachers Training Program by Sarika Chaturvedi. This is the overview that I'm going to give you regarding the things that are required for a teacher to be trained. The contents that I'm going to stress on are academic delivery, personal empowerment, getting noticed, and lastly, open session. Why do we need teachers training? Or why does a teacher need to be trained? It is basically for getting the right people to become teachers. We really need to filter the right people and select the best to be teachers. Preparing teachers with the right skills, motivating teachers to do their job effectively, looking out for factors which would motivate them, handling different situations, teaching them how to get into different situations and how to come out of it, getting the most out of parent-teacher association, having good communication skills, handling children in the best way. Hands are for blessing our children and not for hitting. Spoke about the contents. The first was the academic delivery, the classroom management. The classroom management doesn't only mean about arranging your tables and chairs in a very decorative manner. It is about your whole class, that is your board, your soft boards, your notice boards, your doors, your windows, everything that you can manage in your class. So classroom management is about your own classroom. That is your home for say 5 to 6 hours when you're working in that place. So you need to manage it well, keep it clean, keep it neat, keep it colorful. You are with preschoolers, and what children want is basically they get attracted with the colors around them. So give them all the colors you have in the nature. Content designing and implementation. These days we all get ready-made contents to only come, prepare yourself and teach. But there are times when the need arises to change the content, to alter the content that is already designed by somebody. So are you really into that? Do you really know how to change the content? What will happen if you change one topic, say, for the next week, if you're including some other topic, including or introducing some other topic today? So these are the things that you really need to keep in mind when you do alterations in the content or your lesson plans. Then once you have made the changes, how well do you implement it? How well are your minutes planned? If the content is long enough, then you have to shorten it and time it with the minutes that are required for you in the class. The methods and planning are also connected with the content designing and implementation. You need to plan your methods well. What is the methodology that you're going to use when you introduce a certain concept in the class? What are your plans? What is the planning of the concept that you have done? What are the resources that you would be gathering? So, these all come in the methods and planning. Learning outcome. Who judges the learning outcome for a good teacher? The management, the principal, the coordinator? No. It is the children that give you the result. Yes. Whatever you stand and deliver in, say, a period of 30 minutes or 45 minutes, and the recap of, say, 5 to 7 minutes at the end of each class is your learning outcome by the children. The recap sessions are very, very essential after every concept that you introduce to your class. The successful parent-teacher meet. What happens when you attend the parent-teacher meet? How are the parents coming up with their queries? Are they really satisfied? Problems? Yes. If they have problems, how well or how effectively do you explain things to them? How do you pacify them? So these are the topics or the points that you need to keep in mind for a successful parent-teacher meet. It is not about coming and signing the register and going, but there is a lot behind the parent-teacher meet, which helps a lot in making up the brand of your school or breaking up the brand of your school. Yes. So please keep these points in mind. The effective delivery, I already spoke about the content designing, the implementation, the methods and planning. Effective delivery, you have it all, but do you know how to deliver it? Or do you really need somebody to assist you? If so, please go ahead. Ask for assistance, but never deliver anything wrong to your children. If you're not prepared with your lesson plan, please go request a principal, request your coordinator to postpone the topic for the next day. Take a recap of things that you have already taken, but do not deliver anything incorrect in front of the children. Please. You are a teacher, don't get the wrong practice in your profession. Collection and selection of right resources, like the methods and planning. You need to plan your lessons well in advance. If you are collecting the resources and selecting the resources just before the activity starts, are you doing justice enough with the children? No, you're not giving them time. You're not giving time to yourself also to even decide which is the correct way in which you're going to use the resources. So, keep the resources handy a day before. Select them correctly. Suppose you collect the resources, but your selection was incorrect. And at the time of delivery, you realize, oh God, you have got the wrong resources in hand. So, what do? Again, you postpone the topic for the next day. And who suffers in this? You yourself, your lesson plan, and your children. Everything goes for a backfire. Don't do this. Don't let this moment come in. Keep things handy a day before. If not a day before, at least when you come in the morning, take some time for yourself, say 10 to 15 minutes in hand, and do it fast and get the correct resources. In case you are unaware, you don't have enough knowledge about the activity that you're going to take, please take assistance. As I mentioned, do not deliver anything wrong in front of the children. Personal empowerment. What do I mean by this? Personal empowerment again would deal with your soft skills and your full 100% performance. The work atmosphere that you are in should be healthy enough. When you walk in for a job, you need to judge the atmosphere at one go. If you don't find any positive vibes in the atmosphere on the first day, then I don't think so. It would be a good choice to take up the job. Because with the negativity in mind, without liking the place, you cannot move ahead with work every day. It is not a matter of a day or a week or a month. You need to work there at least for few years. So you need to choose your workplace with full attendance, with full attentiveness of your mind. Working with a free mind again. Yes, you need to have your mind free. No clutters in your mind. There are so many things that keep happening in our mind, Something or the other keeps happening, going on. Somebody has said something, you have seen something, you have faced a lot of pressure at home, you were not able to handle something. But leave everything back when you step out for your work. Better communication. Communication is the best bond which can help you to bring your children closer to you. If you are not a good communicator, you are not a good teacher. Communication is only the weapon that a teacher must possess. Without communication, you cannot deliver any of your lesson plans. The leadership qualities. Again, being a teacher, you need to have the leadership qualities 100% in you. If you want to take up, for example, an activity in a particular manner, please go ahead, discuss it with your coordinators, your facilitators, and tell them, ma'am, this is what I want to do. This is the kind of idea that has come, and I would like to take this particular activity in this particular manner. And nobody is going to stop you because you are delivering something really unusual and really out of the box. So try to bring the thoughts outside. Don't keep them inside. If somebody says you are wrong, you cannot go ahead, fine. Then you can go by the said points that have been given to you in your content, but otherwise you can always vary the activities as per your convenience. You can come up as a leader, you can start something in your school, start a new activity, maybe a library, a cause for which you can help some other children, you can help society. So there are so many things that you can start in your own school or institution with the help of your principal and your management. Next, very essential is the time management. Again, as I told you, keep your minutes in hand. Each minute is very, very precious when you're in your classroom with your children. Do not waste a single minute. Don't shout, don't waste time. Children understand the language of love. So they will understand it's only how you manage it well. If you time your activities accordingly, I'm sure you're not going to waste a single moment also. Interpersonal relations. Already spoke about it, like keeping your official relations separate and your personal relations separate. The moment you mix your official and personal relations, what you're going to get is only conflicts, differences of opinions, and fights every day at your workplace, and you're going to go back home with your anger and stress. This we don't want. If at all you are stressed up, you're angry, you should know how to manage it. Managing your anger. Go in for some yoga, go in for some meditation to manage your anger. Stress. We are all stressed up. There is not a single soul on this earth who is not stressed up due to some reason or the other. But that doesn't mean, you keep your frowns everywhere, you keep your face all, you know, stressed up and always you're in a bad mood. You need to relax, you need to laugh, you need to smile with your children, and that is the only solution to your anger and stress management. Qualitative analysis of self. As I already mentioned, you need to analyze yourself as to where you stand. You need to know your hidden talents inside. If there is an opportunity in the school or the institution where you're asked to come up with and present something, please do not take a step back. Take a step forward and try doing things. Then only you're going to analyze your hidden talents within you. Who doesn't like to get noticed when you're out at your workplace or at a party? Be it a corporate, be it a bank, any government job, institution, college, anywhere. The two things that get you noticed are your attire, your makeup, your hairstyle, grooming. They are all connected. Attire, as I said, you cannot wear your party attire to your workplace. Do not wear your official attire to a party. So there has to be a segregation within your wardrobe. There are certain things, the makeup that you carry, the jewelry that you wear, everything has to be separate. The official makeup, the official hairstyle, the official hair care, attire, the way you talk, the way you walk is totally different. But when you are at a party, it is totally different. So do not mix it up. Personal hygiene. Here, especially, we are doing this training for preschoolers, and here we need to take care about our own hygiene because we are handling children from 1.5 years, say till the age of 5.5 or 6 years of age. So this is a time when the children are very, very delicate and they tend to catch infections very fast. So what do? We need to keep ourselves clean every time. Wash your hands after everything that you have done. You've touched something before you touch the child. There are teachers who like to hug their children. There are teachers who always, keep cuddling the small ones. But keep it in mind that your hands can convey or can carry infections to these little toddlers. Keep yourself clean. Manners and etiquette. Sharing and caring. You are a good teacher if you have these four qualities in you. Manners and etiquette, we are out to teach our children, but do we have them enough within us? Yes, that's a question to ask yourself. Sharing and caring. We teach our children how to share, what to share, how to care for others. But do we really do it for them? Sharing is not only with children. Sharing doesn't mean only sharing your eatables or your clothes with others. It is about sharing your knowledge also with your colleagues. If you know something, if you have come across a better activity, a better suggestion, it is always good to share it with your colleagues. They are only going to appreciate you for this. Caring. For example, you're not well today, or the other colleague is not well, and you're asked to do something extra for that colleague in her class. And you kind of again take a step back saying that no, I'm not going to do because I have to take care of my own class. Why should I take care of her class, her children? Am I going to get paid extra for this? No. This should not be the thought in your mind at all. Today, your colleague is not well. Tomorrow, it might be you. You might need somebody's assistance to take care of your class when you are not given a CL or denied a CL or a sick leave also. So, sharing and caring both go hand in hand. And please keep in mind, you are not a good teacher if you don't practice manners and etiquette, sharing and caring, personal hygiene yourself. Lastly, the open session that I'm going to take in this training module will be about the feedback that the teachers have gone through. The feedback about the full training module, what they have learned, have they really reached up to the expectations of the module, or is there anything that they would like to have further? Secondly, we are going to have many role plays, many activities for teachers related to the concepts also, and they can ask queries, they can ask their problems anytime at the end of our training module in the open session. That will be the fourth day. This is a 4-day training program where teachers, coordinators, principals of schools, vice principals can all attend this training program. It is a well designed and a very short term training module for each and every teacher. I have stressed more on the preschoolers because I feel preschool is a time where the teacher starts her teaching profession, most of them. Not all, but most of them. So for them, it is very important to know what a teacher actually is. That is the reason I have designed this teachers training module, keeping in mind the preschool teachers first. Thank you so much for your patience hearing and patience viewing of my training program. Thank you so much. For any other queries or if you want to get in touch with me, you can email me at chaturvedisarika6@gmail.com. Thank you so much.